I'm Ray and I work for Settle, and I'm here today to demonstrate if you get an issue with your boiler, your heating, your hot water, the ways of trying to diagnose before you have to call out our heating team. In this particular property, the boiler is what we class as a combination boiler, and there's a panel here which generally will give you a vast amount of information. If you find that your water is not heating up, or your heating's playing up and not getting particularly warm, you'll generally find the indication will come from this panel here and this particular pressure gauge. In this situation here, the pressure gauge is sitting below number 1 as a marker, and what you'll generally be finding is you should be seeing this pressure gauge between 1 and 2. The other indication on a boiler of this nature, it will come up with an error code within the control panel here. There are ways of looking at the book, the guidelines, the instruction manuals that should be left in your property, and generally there'll be a troubleshooting guide at the very end of that. With this particular boiler, it has what we term a filling loop, or a piece of pipe that will allow water to go from one part of the boiler to the other to repressurize it to effectively raise the pressure on the gauge here. In this boiler, the pressure gauge is fed by 2 pipes under here. And the basic procedure is you open one tap and open the other, and effectively you should see the pressure gauge start to rise. When you get to between 1 and 2, you shut off both the valves. All boilers aren't the same, and you may find that your boiler may have an orange sphere directly above it or to the side of it that has a pressure gauge similar to this attached. And also you may find that you have a filling loop which is pretty much a braided design like this. It may be located under the boiler or even connected to the boiler. In these days of energy saving, this boiler has a facility to turn the temperature gauge down, and even just turning it down by 1 or 2 degrees can have an immense impact on your heating bill come the end of the year. If you do find it having problems and you can't get the problem resolved, please do call Settle.